Dear students, how are you? I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty. I am also so. You know, the present moment is very uh, crucial, and it is disgusting situation because COVID-19 has spread all over the world, including our country, and that's why all the educational institutions in Bangladesh have been closed for this purpose, and a lot of students cannot concentrate on their studies as usual. That's why the teachers in Bangladesh are trying to take video class as usual, and for this purpose I am also here to take English class. Before studying my class, I want to introduce myself. Dear learners, I am Azur Rahman, Assistant English Teacher, Alipur Union Secondary School, Alipur Sattra. Dear students, today I am going to take English class of class 8, and my today's topic is narration. Passive narration actually, and this item is very important for class 8 as well as class 9 and also class 10. And today I am going to take this class for class 8. Our today's topic is passive narration. Passive narration. Passive narration means there should be a passage in the question paper, and the students have to answer the question according to the rules of passive narration. And before studying passive narration, every student should have the knowledge of 5 sentences, such as assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative, optative, and exclamatory sentence. And this kind of sentence are used in this narration. And in addition to these rules, there are some exceptional rules in passive narration. First of all, I am going to write down on the blackboard of passive narration. I am going to give an example of the first rule, and I will now write a sentence such as I went to Dhaka last week. I met my uncle there. I came back last night. Said Shazi. Dear students, look at the blackboard. I have written a little passage such as I went to Dhaka last week. I met my uncle there. I came back last night. Said Shazi. This is a little paragraph because Shazi wants to describe his past moment because he went to Dhaka last week and then he met there, he met his uncle there and then he came back from Dhaka. This is a simple description of Shadip. And all the sentences here, I went to Dhaka last week, assertive sentence. I met my uncle, there, assertive sentence. And I came back last night. This is also assertive sentence. There are three assertive sentences in the passage. When we see several assertive sentences in the reported speech, first of all, we should write said or told. Reporting verb. As reporting verb, instead of said, we may write said or told. If there is object of said, we must write told, and if there is no object, we should write said. So I can write here said. Shazib said, and quotation, instead of quotation we may write the conjunction that, as usual according to the rule of assertive sentence. After the comma and quotation we must write that after said or told. Okay dear students, so I should write said that. Then I went to Dhaka, I means Shadip, so I may write he Shadip, yes, in the bracket at the first letter of the name. I went, that means he, and past indefinite tense. If there is past indefinite tense, it should be changed into past perfect tense. So I should write here had gone to Dhaka the previous week. Jalana, if there is some words, there are some words such as last week, last month, if yesterday, if last week, last month is in the reported speech, we must change the word the previous week, the previous day, etc. And we have to add and after the sentence. Every sentence, so many sentences should be added to or with and in assertive sentence. And I met my uncle, I mean Shadip, he, yes in the bracket, met past tense also, so we should change the tense into past perfect tense. He had met, my uncle means his uncle. Shadip, third person, and my should be changed into his. Uncle, there should not be changed. And I came back, I means he, yes with the bracket, had come back. Last night should be changed to the previous night. Dear friends, I again read out the changed narration, such as Shadip said that he had, he means I means he, that means Shadip had gone, because when it is past tense and if past tense in the reported speech, it should be changed into past perfect tense. So we should write had gone to Dhaka the previous week. Last week changed into previous week, and I need for the yes in the bracket as usual. Had made my uncle changed into his uncle there, and I came back last night. That means he had came back past tense. So it should be written past perfect tense. Had come back last night should be changed into the previous night. This is the change of indirect narration from direct on. Now I am going to write another example of passive narration. Who are you? Why have you come here? Whom do you whom are you looking for? I said to the boy. Dear students, this is also a passage, short passage, and this passage deals with interrogative sentence, because who are you? It is interrogative sentence. Why have you come here? Why have you come here? This is also interrogative sentence. Whom are you looking for? This is also interrogative sentence. There are three interrogative sentences in this passage, and all the sentences start with WH question. That means who WH question, why WH question, and whom also WH question. And we know that if there is WH question in the interrogative sentence, we will not change, we will not write the conjunction if. Instead of if, we may write WH question. Okay, dear learner, and these sentences should be added with and we may use and ask, again ask, also ask, etc. etc. Okay, dear learner. So now I am going to change the narration. I said to the boy, because I asked the boy. So I may write here, I asked the boy. Who must be written, because this is WH question. Who, you means the boy. That means who, he, and R should be changed into was. This is the sentence, and next I am going to change another sentence, and before going to another sentence I should add conjunction and again ask, and again ask, why have you come here? Why? You means the boy, that's why I should write he. Have should be changed into had. Present perfect should be changed into present past perfect tense. Had come should be changed gone. Where should be changed there. And also ask. Ask whom should be written because it is the always question. Whom are you? Whom are you? So I may write here whom he was. Present continuous should be changed into past continuous. Whom he was looking for. Full stop. Dear students, again I am going to tell the changed narration. I asked the boy who should be written in the indirect narration. Who, you means he, are should be changed into was, and again ask why should be written in the indirect narration because why WH question should be written instead of E for whether. He had gone there. Come should be changed into gone, and here should be changed into there. And also ask whom he was looking for. Whom are you looking for? Change into whom he was looking for. This is the rule of changing interrogative sentence in passive narration. Okay, dear learner. Now I am going to give another example of passive narration. Dear learner, I have written another example of passive narration. Will you go to market? Said Alam. Alam said this speech to Jamil. Will you go to market? Yes, said Jamil. In response, Jamil told yes. In interrogative, in direct narration, if there is yes or no in the reported speech, this yes and no should be changed into replied in the affirmative. replied in the affirmative. So I may write here replied in the affirmative. At first I have to complete the first portion of the first subject. That means Alam. Alam is the speaker of this sentence. So Alam should be written at first. Alam asks. Alam asks, whom asks? Because Alam asks Jamil. So I may write the object Jamil, because Jamil here listener. So at first I should prepare the speaker and listener. We have to try to understand, to find out the listener and the speaker at first, at the very beginning of the narration. And that's why Alam asks Jamil. Jamil is here is listener and Alam is here is speaker. So I must collect these two persons. Jamil asks, Alam asks Jamil, if should be written as usual according to the rule of interrogative sentence. If you means Jamil, so I may write here he, and in the bracket the first letter of the person Jamil, J, because there are two same kinds of gender in the passage. Alam is masculine gender and Jamil is also masculine gender. So we should allude the first or front letter of their names. So he would should be changed into would go to market. Yes, Jamil said. So I may write here Jamil replied in the affirmative. Okay, dear students, instead of yes, we may write you replied in the affirmative. Replied in the affirmative. And there is no in reported speech. What should we do then? For convincing or understanding the rule, I am going to give that kind of example. Such as, will you meet the man said Babu? No, said Ratu. Dear learner, I have also written an example of this type of rules. Will you meet the man? This is the question thrown by Babul to Ratul, and in response Ratul said no. So as usual, I have to complete the first portion of the passage. Babul asks Ratul if, because this is yes no question. In case of yes no question, we may write if or whether after the reporting verb. So I may write here if. Will you means Ratul, that's why I may write he in the bracket R as the front letter of the name. He would be changed into would meet. The man should not be changed because this is third person. Third person should not be changed. And in response, Ratul said no. So I may write here, Ratul replied in the affirmative. Okay, dear students, I am again reading out the passage. Babu asked Ratul if he would meet the man. Ratul replied in the sorry, I have made mistakes. Replied in the negative. Negative. When we say yes, we should write replied in the affirmative, and as the answer is no, so I should write replied in the negative. This is the two kinds of rules, yes and no, in passive narration. And I am also going to give another type of example of another rule, such as dear students, this is also an example of another type of rule, such as the boy said to the manager, "May I come in, sir?" Sir is an additional word to arouse the attention of the person of civil society or official personalities. In case of official personalities or official language, we must call the head of the department as sir. So the boy also said, may I come in, sir?" If we see sir in the reported speech, we must change the sir into respectfully. Instead of sir, we may write respectfully after or before the reporting verb, such as the boy replied, asked. This is a question, so I may write asked respectfully. Asked the manager. Respectfully. Respectfully may be written before asked. It is not a matter. So I may write the boy respectfully. Instead of sir. Respectfully ask the manager. Ask the manager. If should be written as usual according to the rule of interrogative sentence. If he n in the bracket, boy. Boy means B means boy, because boy and manager are also the same gender. So I should write the front letter of the name. Manager, if he might, may changed into might, comes should be changed into go, might go in. Okay, dear learner, the boy respectfully asked the manager if he might go in. So dear learner, there are also several rules in passive narration, but for shortage of time, I cannot take the class, and I hope I will again arrive to take the same class of class 8 if I get enough time. And again, I will suggest you to maintain social distance, and you should use hand sanitizer, you should use mask when you go out of your house, and you must be conscious of this disease, because day by day the velocity, the intensity of this disease is getting furious, so we must be conscious of this fatal disease. And I hope you will be safe, and you will be grateful, you will be benefited to enjoy my class, and I hope you will enjoy my class more and more. That's why you can gather much more knowledge of this subject. And thank you all for enjoying my class. I will hope I will meet you later. Okay, dear students, thank you all.